Father. We thank you, God, for this time that we can come together to study your word, God, and we pray that you will help us, you will give us understanding, oh God. We pray, oh God, for all the listeners, oh God, that your blessings will be upon them, oh God. Have your will and your way. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Okay, so as you were reading that scripture while he was praying, it says, "Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show you great and mighty things which thou knowest not." The question is, many times we claim in the Bible that we know everything, not so, brother. Most of our preachers go with the idea that at the literal level, you know everything there is to know. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and he created Adam and Eve, and from them everybody came upon the earth, and then the earth was destroyed by the flood. And then again we had a replenishing of the earth. But is that accurate? The answer is, at a literal level, yes. But at the metaphorical level, absolutely not. And one wonderful, brilliant pastor was trying to say, "Pastor, you're going to turn the church upside down with what you're teaching." The topic today will be in the beginning. And we're going to do over every message I preached since last year. But we're going to do them in 15-minute segments. So this is advisable for you to take them. You can download them in your messenger. It's easy to share them with friends. They're not going to be too big. What you're seeing here, I'm going to edit this, so it'll get even shorter, right? So it'll be easy to share. I'm going to spread the good news of the deeper and hidden things of God. Now, one thing I want you to understand when you're looking at this is, this secret things and unsearchable things of God is something that every major prophet in the Bible knew. You say, "Well, Pastor, what happened to the minor prophets?" The minor prophets were not aware of the deeper, unsearchable things of God, such as what Elijah knew, and Elisha, Ezekiel, and Jeremiah, and Isaiah, and Solomon. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, Hosea did not know it, nor did Jonah, nor did Ruth. Do you understand? Because these men excelled in their spirituality. So what we're going to do is to go to that level and reveal the hidden and secret things of God. Are you with me? So without much ado, we go into what we did last week a little bit. And this is, in the beginning, God created the heavens first and the earth. Now, for any intellectual Bible school scholar, lecturer, or any scholar, you will have to understand that when you're studying Bible in English, are you dealing with the original? Right? No, we are not dealing with the original. What are we dealing with? A translation or transliteration in some cases, but most likely it is a translation. Now, any historical scholar will tell you that much was lost in translation in the past, and even more in the present, and it will be even more in the future. Because once we go into translations, we begin to see certain things developing. Things like the present day language and what it means. And I'm going to cover this like this. When Jesus was on the earth, he said, "There's so much I want to teach you. But what?" Do you anybody remember that statement? "But you are not ready for it." Paul, in his writing in Ephesians, begged them. He said, "My brethren, how long will you remain babes in Christ? I wish that you might mature." Brothers and sisters, I am here to help you with that maturity process. Now, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. What we're not going to deal with the earth yet. When he said he created the heavens, what was he talking about? Anybody have an idea? Is it our solar system? Is it the galaxies? What is a galaxy and what is a solar system? More than one solar system or multiple solar system. What is a solar system? This photo you're seeing here is galaxies. This one here is also a galaxy. And I want you to look at how it works. This area here, and this is a very interesting area that you must know. Why is this thing not working? Just 1 minute. Did you put this on?
Yeah, I could put
It's not working because right. Maybe you didn't touch it properly. Is it coming on there?
Yeah.
Right. So now you can see what I'm talking about. Now this solar system you're seeing here with these colors. 19 years ago I tried giving my testimony. Do you remember that? And I said 19 years ago, the colors I see there, I have not seen them on earth. This is in the area of Orion's belt. I'm not telling you this from this photo, I'm telling you this because this is where I go every time I leave my body and I go in the presence of God. I pass through this area here. In a close-up view, if you're in one of this, well, within these, what I will call a cloud, gaseous cloud system, there is the New Jerusalem, the city of God. For the scientific mind, it will look like a huge, huge spaceship the size of Trinidad, like a mothership. The Bible describes it very clearly where the foundations have precious stone, and what I saw was huge precious stone, over 100 feet long and over 12 and 20 feet in diameter, in an octagon kind of shape, something like crystals and diamonds and different stones. And these things were used for the powering of that. Now let's get into the solar system here. Now in the beginning, God created this. All of it. And this is what it looked like out of space. All this, I believe, is part of that same area around Orion's belt. I love this area the most because this is where I go. So what we're going to do is we're going to deal with in the beginning. The Bible has been misinterpreted on purpose by our scholars because they did not want us to know the secret things of the Bible. When the Bible speaks about in the beginning God created the heavens, there should have been a full stop right there. And then he created the earth, which was trillions of years after. The earth in itself, I'm going to prove to you in other studies, is over 1 billion years old. And I'm going to use the Bible to teach this. So pastors who are worrying about me teaching things that is not available to you, this is a part of the solar system that is very interesting, but this is not the venue to discuss it. Right? So what I want to discuss with you from now and the next few weeks is, if the earth is over 1 billion years old, Why is the story of Adam and Eve only almost 7,000 years old? And this is where, brothers and sisters, the story of Adam and Eve is actually over 300,000 years old. And I will show you with evidence, because the original story of Adam and Eve was not in Aramaic, it was not in Hebrew. It was written in a language called cuneiform. And next week, I'm going to show you the original tablets of Adam and Eve, the story, and how it came about to being in the Bible. Any questions? Come on.
So the story of Adam and Eve was taken from what was in civilizations before.
That's right. It was borrowed, let's say, so to speak.
Right. So the Anunnakis, they have this true story of Adam and Eve.
The Anunnaki have the first story of Adam and Eve, but even that is in metaphoric language, even though it's partially more detailed than we have in the Bible. In the next few weeks, I will prove to you that God did not create the heaven and the earth 7,000 years ago, but I will prove to you without a shadow of a doubt, with evidence from the Bible and from history, that the earth is over 1 billion years old. If you are interested in this level of study, and if you want to become part of this, follow us every week. And we're going to have a chat group that you can log on to. We are setting all of this up, and we would like you to join. Say hello to us. Feel free to contact us. We're going to be reviewing all these